Somebody get ice, not nice. Get the white, the red, the overproof, the tonic wine. Come on. Everywhere we party, everywhere we party. People party, and make the Gaza man so
Good afternoon. Welcome back to the Tomorrow Show. Between the intro scene and here, I had time to get a haircut because I've been shooting this exact same scene over and over. Hi, welcome back to the Tomorrow Show with your hosts, Phil and Dawn. Today we have an exciting lineup for you featuring 3 Barbadian creatives, controversial story right here in Barbados, along with some other interesting facts from around the region. But before any of that, let's go to our most trusted source, Bajan Twitter. No one knows better how to make decisions in your life than the entire Bajan diaspora watching your business. Our first tweet news, we discovered that Barbados is not only flat, but it's also a chicken nugget.
You know what? I love myself. Even though I look like a burnt chicken nugget, I still love myself.
This cements the theories of flat earthers around the world, as not a hill or valley can be seen across our landscape despite it being said in our national pledge and anthem. Where are the hills and valleys? This leads into our next point. Our beautiful island has been facing a heat wave for the past few weeks, leaving Bajans in a dire situation, sweaty and smelling bad. However, a local inventor has devised a very economical way to beat the heat using household items. I take you to Twitter where this invention has been born.
It's a big pot. I'll put some on it and put it in the freezer. That way you can get you cool from, buddy. You get a big chair card, you put it in front of the fan. My AC here got 3 speeds, buddy. You got 1, 2, 3. If you want to turn it off, obviously you go to 0. Cardi, you want AC blow through the house, you press that button there, solar, the fan can blow about and do what it gonna do. You understand? So, Cardi, I do all this here in about 10 minutes. I want to hear got cool air. So all them big, expensive AC units that wanna go buy is a joke. The trick one, haha, wanna get tricked.
Next up, we look at Cameron Bellamy, who was not only the first man to swim around our small island, he also went on to cross the longest open channel swim between Barbados and St. Lucia. More of that coming up. Cameron Bellamy, who first came to Barbados in late 2018 and attempted to swim around the whole island, which obviously Bajans can't do because we can't swim. But even after his first attempt failed, Cameron Bellamy was not disheartened. Cameron returned back home to South Africa, where he carried out an extreme training regime to return to Barbados not 2 months later and complete the first ever swim around Barbados. Then returned the following year in 2019 to complete the longest cross-channel crossing between Barbados and St. Lucia. Having completed his task, Cameron has promised to use his funds to increase awareness not just at home in South Africa, but also locally in the region, as he has contributed to the Disabled Children's Home here locally in Barbados, as well as assisting in the funding of similar facilities in St. Lucia. This week's featured content is brought to you by local creative Taekwon Nebula.
Hey, right, I present to you the ultimate soca challenge. So what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna tell some students, right? We're gonna tell them some lyrics from some famous soca songs, but they're gonna have to finish the song and tell me the name of the song. So this song starts out. Well. Huh? What?
You're back to your
boyfriend, I can tell. See, that is one. You are vexed, so you're. I see. All right.
6.5 hours later.
Well. You're vexed with your boyfriend, I can tell.
No, I actually don't know.
Well,
Get the hell out! Get out! Get out! Get out!
I was feeling ill. I was feeling ill when I get a house call. When you're coming back.
Go check out the full video on his page. The man is funniest. Next story, I take you over to my partner Dawn, who has been following up on the Bahamas situation, along with another controversial story right at home in Barbados.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Don, and you're watching the Tomar Show with me and my guy Phil. So let's touch some quick international news and then bring it back home for some local news as well. We gotta start off by wishing our love, prayers, thoughts, and support out to the islands of Bahamas. They got hit by Hurricane Dorian a couple of weeks ago, and with wind gusts of over 200 miles an hour, we can only describe that as a Category 7, a Category 8. There is really no way to put into the words the devastation and suffering that the people in Bahamas are facing right now. We as Caribbean people and proper global citizens need to come together to make sure that we're all doing the very best we can to support. Whether all we can do is support is send a prayer, send $1, send $5, send $100, whatever we can possibly do, we need to all make sure that we're doing. There have been social media influencers on Facebook, Instagram, making fun of the whole situation. We've all seen the social media videos of the actual devastation. You guys should be using your platform to try to get people to raise money for this thing, not making fun of it, not trying to monetize it yourself. Like, come on. We have the most powerful man in the world in Donald Trump going on national TV and saying he's never even heard of a Category 5 hurricane, that the people in the Bahamas are going to be fine. Like, come on. There have been 4 Category 5 hurricanes in your administration alone. Like, please do better than that. You know what it is for him? He's probably scared for any hurricane, storms, anything like that, because he wears his fake hair. And any gust of wind would come and blow that straight off your head. But enough with the negative. We gotta send special thanks to the Bajans, you guys, who donated $440,000 to the efforts. Auntie Mia and her administration said that they'll match that figure as well, meaning that Barbadians on a whole would have donated about 900,000 Barbados dollars towards the Bahamas cause. That deserves a round of applause. We gotta big up our local superstar, Rihanna, who her Clarolino Foundation has also pledged to support. They've also been doing some work with some larger global charities so that we could set up a national emergency fund so that when disasters like this happen, we wouldn't really need to now be scrambling to send funds and aid to countries that need it, that the aid and funds would be there already. So great job to Rihanna for making us proud on the global stage as always. Michael Jordan, he donated $1 million of his own money to the Bahamas relief efforts as well. That's a great gesture from him. A random Florida man donated $50,000 of his own money to send 100 generators down there. And Royal Caribbean, the cruise line, also donated over $1 million. So great to see them giving back to, one of the areas in the world that has helped them become so successful over the years. In closing out this Bahamas segment, let's listen to a tribute Bahamas freestyle from the one and only Island Levy. He's the creator of Bash Rap. He's the best in the world at what he does. He created the genre he has to be. Here my guys Levy's tribute to the Bahamas.
First off, God bless the Bahamas. I give thanks that we ain't had to live through that drama. Walk holy, even though I'm not a pastor, I know part to look for the answers. Sister Marshall, I hope that you hear this and realize that I can't compare to my vibe. My bar's on fire, like Glenderry in 2005. Lord, Levy back to it hard. Lyrics for me more common than NZD cars. I just drop, he quit like Gordon when he get charged. Got so many flows, did you sell what war? Just joking, now put on service. My freestyles rougher than task force searches. I've been working, never get tired. Meant more people say sus Christ on the churches. Once again, let we pray for Bahamas. Wait, I so blessed I can study no hate. A young girl asked for my picture today. I don't care about your top 10, but shout out vain. I get slam beats very often, and I got 101 reasons why I's number one. Some say that I ain't humble, but still yet nobody proved me wrong. Yeah, what holy? Yeah, September is here and my mixtape is near. I got enough beats to unfair, so please say a prayer, cause I can't for the rest of the year.
It's a real interesting topic we got to discuss locally now. So we have Sarah Thompson, who's a Canadian citizen, has launched an online petition on change.org against the owner of the private St. George's Secondary School Providence to allow her daughter, who used to be her son, to wear the girls' uniform to school. So apparently last year, while her child was still transitioning, they forced her to wear the boys' uniform, as that's what she legally was at the time. So a quote from Sarah is, "The local teachers kept referring to her as a boy, and it has her feeling singled out and very embarrassed." I have to sympathize with the local teachers at this point. Quick so he is a she. And you can't expect Bajan teachers to just, be able to make that switch just like that. Like, this is unprecedented in Barbados and the Caribbean before. Now, I know this situation got a lot going on. To begin with, Providence is one of the most expensive schools, if not the most expensive school on the island. It costs over $10,000 to go there. I understand you want to get your point across, and we're living in 2019, which means, gay is okay. But my question for you, Sarah, is you know, why are you spending so much money to send your child to a school that your child is feeling singled out and embarrassed in?
Finally, I'd like to share with you one recent piece of work by Chris Hottet, local celebrity and expert photographer and videographer. This new piece is based on the Barbadian landscape and everything that it encompasses.
The room got so quiet when love came and went. I'm lost in translation, you're lost in the sin.